Whatever you said, you got me. You got me. Yeah. Whatever you said.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's vlog. I am Ashley if you are new. And if you are new, please go ahead and stop what you're doing. Do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button as well as that notifications bell so that you and I can become acquainted and so we can do things like this on the regular. So you guys, y'all know we got to discuss the Oscars. We have to discuss the Oscars, you guys. I am still so geeked up about this year's Oscars. That was the best. Well, I should say Academy Awards, the official name, if you will. But when I tell you that was the best one that I've seen in so long, like I was so geeked up. And what's crazy is that I didn't realize that it started at 7 o'clock. So I'm thinking that it always starts at 8 o'clock. So I missed the opening monologue from Conan O'Brien, who I used to love his show back in the day. So I was super excited to see that he was hosting this year. So I missed the entire first hour because I'm thinking that the show starts at 8 o'clock, but it actually started at 7 o'clock. So I don't even know what the first hour looked like. But what I do know is that I was so excited, even prior to the show even coming on. I would say excited, but also super anxious because I was, afraid that we possibly would have gotten our face. It was quite possible, is what I'm saying, that they could have played in our faces again this year, but that did not happen. Well, I guess that actually would probably be pretty subjective because, well, let's get into it essentially. So of course I was excited to see the red carpet, in particular Miss Tiana Taylor, who did not disappoint, because when I tell you she has been slaying the entire award season, like she has been coming with look after look after look. And for Mama to show up on the Oscars red carpet in this custom Chanel black and white number with feathers, like new Chanel, Matthew Blasey, who I, for one, have not really been feeling his collection, but that dress made me say, okay, he can make Chanel sexy. Like, because obviously she has an extremely sexy body. I'll, of course, try. Y'all probably already seen her look, but that dress, I was like, because Chanel, you typically on the red carpet, it gives a little frumpy, it gives kind of like old lady. But it was something that he fit her to the T. It came straight from the atelier. Like they had her daughters, like names embroidered into the dress. So it was like giving that extra ounce of va-va-voom, if you will. But she looked amazing as promised. Who else did I love as far as like red carpet looks? The fashion girls. I loved Anne Hathaway. She was also a fave. I thought she looked really, really elegant and really, really sexy too, but not like overly sexy. So I really liked Anne Hathaway. I loved Marseille Martin. She looked really pretty too. Even Nicole Kidman, girl, and she typically will wear Chanel or wear Dior depending on which house she's working for at the time. But even she looked sexy in her Chanel. It wasn't giving like 1972 prom look. It wasn't giving anything like that. So even Nicole Kidman looked amazing this year. So Matthew Blasey, kudos to him for making Chanel sexy enough for like the red carpet. So there's that. So the red carpet did not disappoint. Also, as far as so I gave my best dress to Tiana Taylor, obviously. Black and white custom sexy fit Chanel. That's like that's like my dream in a nutshell essentially. But I thought she was gonna wear Schiaparelli, but she wore Schiaparelli to the SAG Awards, I think, or the Emmys. It was one of them, and she looked sickening when she had the black on and it was fitted like crazy, and then she had like the little bow on her butt. Sickening. But my vote was Schiaparelli, Dior, or Chanel, but Chanel being at the top of the list, and that's what she wore. So there was that. So she definitely got my best dress from a girl standpoint. Best dress for me was Pedro Pascal. I thought he looked absolutely incredible. And and he also had on Chanel, by the way. The Chanel just slayed, y'all. They just really ate the girls up this year, which is again crazy because when they got Matthew Blasey as the creative director in his first show, I was not feeling his color palette. It was given very much muted and not really Chanel-esque, but he has since made me a believer. So there's that. So in addition to, like I said, Tiana wearing Chanel, Nicole Kidman wearing Chanel, also Pedro Pascal, who I will always refer to him as Oberyn Martell. If you know, you know, because that was his character on Game of Thrones. Love Oberyn Martell. who is the Viper. If, like I said, if you know, you know. So I loved his look. The fact that he did not wear a traditional tux and he just had on a tailored shirt with this camellia flower, but it was like the new kind of camellia flower for Chanel, and it was just so intricate. He just looked so elegant and so like modern. I absolutely loved it. So he definitely was best. And also Michael B. Jordan, I mean, custom Tom Ford to the floor, from the head to the and then we also know that he is very handsome. So essentially the red carpet was an absolute joy, no disappointments whatsoever. Loved it. I could say some other honorable mentions too as far as looks, but we know that the girls, like Queen Latifah, beautiful. And when I tell you I am not a red, I think I probably have told y'all before, I really don't like the color red. Red is not something you never gonna see me in the color red. If anything, you might see me in a red lipstick, and that's about it. I'm just not, red is just not, red don't look good on me, essentially, girl. But when I saw Queen Latifah on that red carpet in that red look, first of all, when has that lady ever had a bad day from a look standpoint? She always looks incredible. She is just flawless. Truly, she's flawless. But that red with the feathers in her hair and her makeup and her skin, on that red carpet, like typically you would never do a red dress with a red carpet. It was just something about her look. I don't even know who made her dress, but she looks, I just had to mention her too because mama looked incredible. Ryan Destiny, another one, slay the girls down. But anyway, let's get to the show, girl. Let's get to the nitty gritty of the show. First of all, again, watching it with nerves because I absolutely love Sinners. Like, love Sinners down. Like, down bad. I'm certainly one of those people. Sinners high, whatever the case may be. So I was aware that they had the most nominations out of any film in history, 16 nominations. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to clean up. Like, we're going home with some things. Like, how can we, look at me acting like I was a part of the production. But I'm like, we're going to clean up. And then of course they were up for like the big awards, like Best Actor, Best Supporting Actresses between Tiana Taylor and Wumi. You had them. You had Delroy, who was up for Best Supporting Actor too. You also obviously had Michael B. Jordan up for Best Actor overall. Ryan Coogler, Best Director, the overall movie, Best Film, and then also the movie for, Ryan Coogler for Original Screenplay. So as the awards are going on, I'm like, wait a minute, we're not really picking up the awards. What was happening was a lot of times when we, look at, again, me, we, this is how connected I am to this movie. So I'm like, okay, we're not really picking up the awards, right? So what's going on? One battle after another was taking home a lot of the girls' things. And I gotta tell you guys, I don't really feel that much of a way about that movie winning because I like that movie. I enjoyed the movie. Now, did I feel a way in particular about the way that Tiana Taylor, Pravidia, Beverly Hills, the way that her character development was just not present, and some of the things that she did in the movie, in particular, snitching and leaving her baby, it did not really give what a woman like her would have done. But I digress. You know, hopefully there will be a part 2, and then maybe we'll be able to dive deeper into her character development, into her background, etc. So I didn't like that in the movie. I did not like that, but I did like the movie overall. And I thought it was a beautiful movie too. And I was just like, okay, if nothing else, if they give Leo the Best Actor award over Michael B. Jordan, girl, I'm going to be feeling away. But it was, a lot of people thought that Timothée Chalamet was going to win for Mari Supreme. And of course, he was in that same category of Best Actor. So, y'all, because we did not win Best Film, because we didn't pick up the Best Supporting Actress award. So not Wumi, not Tiana, neither one of them won. The lady from Weapons won, which I love that movie, and that lady she played the hell out of that role, so I couldn't even be mad about that, for real. And then for Best Supporting Actor, who won that? Sean Penn, girl. And at first I was like, and he didn't even come to the award, so I was feeling a way about that too. Like, y'all, Delroy's sitting right there. Like, Delroy is right there. And then Alexander Skarsgård's father was nominated, and he was actually the front runner that everybody said was going to win, but they gave it to Sean Penn. But he did play the hell out of that movie. Again, another person who won for one battle after another. So because all of this was happening, and then like best director went to Paul Thomas Anderson, who again directed one battle after another. I said, bro, they about to play. I was nervous when it came time to the best actor award. When it was Michael's category, I was so nervous. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, my heart was beating because I was so fearful that they wasn't gonna get this man that award. But when they said his name, you would have thought that man was my brother. I was so happy, y'all. I was so happy for him. I thought that his speech was absolutely flawless, amazing. He looked handsome. His mama looked so beautiful. He's so gracious. Girl, like when I tell you it gave me what I needed when he won, that would be an understatement. So I was so geeked up that man won that award. Again, you would have thought he was Ken. So super happy about that. I was just too thrilled. But yeah, and also all the movies, I would say, for the best film nominations, those were good movies. Like, even though I love Sinners more than I liked One Battle After Another, I still enjoy One Battle After Another. In addition to that, Begonia, I don't know if y'all have seen Begonia, but I watched that. It's a little out there, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I want to say it's on Amazon, so I would recommend that too. It was very interesting. I'm just gonna say that I hate giving stuff away because I hate when people give stuff away to me. But I highly recommend it. I know, and when you first start watching it, you're gonna be like, am I watching this? But yeah, power through it because it's gonna be worth it. I'll just say that without giving anything away. So there's that. Begonia. What else did I loved Weapons. I don't think Weapons was among the best, but ultimately, again, Ryan Coogler won for Best Original Screenplay. Like, come on now, that was a no-brainer. Like, Sinners as an original screenplay, not an adaptation. Nothing was necessarily inspired by another film. He did his big one, so he deserved that. So I was super happy to see him win too. And also, I just love his accent, so I love to hear him talk because he is so Bay Area. It just reminds me of like my bestie and her family and all those people out there. So there's that. And ultimately, again, just to see Michael B. Jordan get his things, y'all, it's full circle for me because my favorite show of all time is The Wire. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm absolutely obsessed with The Wire and always have been. He was on The Wire, the first season of The Wire. He played a little boy named Wallace, a teenager on the show named Wallace. So that's how long I have known who he was and how long I have adored him from an acting standpoint. Now, it did take me a while to be like, to get the whole, oh, he's fine. Because I'm still thinking of him as Wallace, like the preteen on The Wire. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really checking for him like that. Obviously, I saw his body in Creed. He was doing what he needed to do. But it was something about him portraying Smoke and Stack. In particular, the scene with Annie. If you know, you know. I said, oh, I see what the girlies are saying now. He fine as hell. He's sexy as I don't know what. So shout out to him. Super happy for him. Again, they did not play in his face. Happy about that, especially after what happened at the BAFTAs when they were called the N-word in the crowd by the man with the Tourette syndrome. That was absolutely crazy, him and Delroy. So just to see him again be celebrated for his accomplishment. Huge, huge, huge. In addition to Ryan Coogler, I just love that. A lot of people said that they felt the way about Tiana Taylor and that she was doing too much. She was overly exuberant and expressive, which, because I am a very mild-mannered person, I kind of agree with them on that. But that's her personality. She's over the top. She's energetic. She's boisterous. So that's who she has always been. I don't think she was putting on necessarily because she was at this show. So I have to shoot her a little bell there. Not that she needs me to shoot her any bell. That was a great way to start the week. Just starting the week off of seeing them win. That was a great start for me anyway, for this week. Now, in addition to that good news starting out the week, y'all, my favorite rapper of all time, my favorite lyricist, my favorite artist of all time. And yes, I will say he's my favorite artist of all time. I know that y'all know I love his wife as well, but guess who I was a fan of prior to his wife? It would definitely be Sean Corey Carter. But anyway, bringing him up because unless you've been living under a rock, girl, and this is not a time to be living under a rock, girl, because this was great news. So anyway, it was announced, I want to say on Tuesday, that Jay-Z was going to be headlining the Roots Festival in Philly. Not only just Jay-Z, but he's also going to be playing with the Roots. Now, if you are familiar, I want to say in 2002, 2003-ish, he did a MTV Unplugged. Y'all remember when MTV Unplugged was like the bee's knees, girl. So he did MTV Unplugged of the Blueprint album, and he did it live on Unplugged with the Roots band. So he's not unfamiliar with working with them. Those are his guys, right? With the exception of Jaguar, right? We definitely ain't gonna see that hoe. So there's that. But it was announced that he's going to be headlining the Roots Festival. Of course, the tickets sold out like damn near within a couple of hours. They were pretty, I would say, the general admission tickets were $250, but the other ones, like the gold package was like $1,500, and then there was a silver package that didn't even really come with much, and that was $900. So I was definitely considering going, but I was like, you know what, with the way that these flights are set up, like we talked about last week, and shout out to TSA workers, y'all, like to come to work without being paid, like my heart truly goes out to y'all. That shit is not fair, and I despise what's going on with them. Yeah, these people haven't gotten paid in a month and are still expected to go to work. Who the hell will go to work without getting paid? But anyway, so there's that. So it's not about us and having to get to these places on these flights. It's about these workers needing to get paid so they can take care of themselves. Like, whoa, don't let me go off on a tangent on that. So because of what's going on with these flight schedules and all of that, I was like, you know what, that ain't gonna happen for me. And if it does, maybe it'll be like a last minute situation. And then, girl, when I tell you the very next day, they announced that this man was going to have 2 back-to-back shows at Yankee Stadium. And the reason why is because, by the way, this year is the 30th year anniversary of his first album, which is Reasonable Doubt. If you know, you know. And then also this September 11th to be exact, is going to be the 25th anniversary of the Blueprint album. So on July 10th, Friday night, he's going to do a show at Yankee Stadium, and it's going to be all Reasonable Doubt. And then the very next night on July 11th, y'all, he's going to do the Blueprint. Now, I would love to go to both shows, but if I had to choose one, for me personally, it would be the Reasonable Doubt night, because that's how I got introduced to this man. And if I had to choose an album over the other album, for me personally, it's Reasonable Doubt. Love the Blueprint, but I love Reasonable Doubt. So to hear him do that entire album live would be incredible, because it's a lot. Most of that entire album is down near B-sides that people don't even know about. So there's that. So I'm hoping to go to New York this July for that. If I have to be at the airport all day long, and just is what it is. But I'm trying to see what these tickets are gonna look like, girl, because he hasn't released them yet. So we'll see what those ticket prices look like, and if they don't look like $1,500 or something crazy, your girl is going to New York. Okay, because I mean, how can I not be there? You know what I'm saying? It seems like an impossibility. So we'll see how that works out, because, and also for all of these people who have been talking trash on this man's name over the past couple of years and wanting him to be in these Epstein files or his name coming up in the Diddy trial and all of this, y'all need to not even try to be in the queue. And I know it ain't y'all. But y'all know how people want to drag this man's name through the mud with absolutely no evidence and just wanting him to be this horrible person. Those people, I shouldn't have to compete with them people to get a ticket. Like there should be some sort of like AI agenic scanner to see your pupil when you go onto the website and dictate and indicate that you are indeed an op and you can't get a ticket. Like, you should not be allowed, because how is a person like me possibly not going to be able to go because I got to compete with y'all and y'all ain't fans? Y'all are ops. I need to say that on TikTok because I know some ops over there. Y'all ain't ops. But anyway, girl, at this point, the intro is long enough. If you somehow, some way stumbled upon this your channel and this is your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your girl, because I would love to have you over here as a part of the family. If you are a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. And with all that being said, girl, let's go ahead and get into the actual vlog. We got some packages. We also have an empty paper towel roll. Let's fix that and let's open up these packages. So what was in one of those, what was it, like that brown paper bag envelope package? Another Pavoi hand chain. Y'all have seen this hand chain that I wear every single day. I do not take it off. I did recently get a boo-boo on my hand, so so ignore that. But I just wanted another hand chain. This one got caught up in a knot in the bag. So I said, let me order another hand chain. And also, I think I'm gonna try to wear both of them at the same time. But I literally sleep in this, shower in this, love it. I'm a hand chain girly now. So that's what that is, another Pavoi hand chain. I'll link it below. I think they actually have them on Amazon if y'all are interested. So they're not even $20. And they're gold plated and, like I said, really good quality. But anyway, in addition to that, I ran out recently of this is a holy grail product for me from a beauty standpoint. This is the Danessa, girl, can you talk? This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. This is the Blurring Balm Powder. I get it in the universal color, which is basically just clear. Y'all, I just tried this during the last Sephora sale. This is my third one. And I only use it around my mouth and around like my, above my eyebrows. Y'all, this is my third one. I cannot be without this. Love it, love it, love it. It's worth every ounce of the hype. Something tells me everything she makes is like next level, top tier. These are the samples: Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum. What is that? Sunscreen? Whatever that is. This is some Paula's Choice Moisturizer. I might try that today. I also picked up some perks. 100-point perk. Anytime I can get my hands on this as a 100-point perk, girl, put it in my basket because I need this, and I recently ran out of the one that I got, like the big bottle I got during the Sephora sale. So these are right on time. This, of course, is the Kale Green Tea Spinach and Vitamins Youth to the People Cleanser. She is just that good. Everything that people say about her, they're not lying. This is another perk. They had like an offer or something on Sephora that day. So this is The Way. This is Melrose. Girl, I can't talk because it's early in the morning. Melrose Place, girl. So we want to try that out because I like the what is it, the other one, St. Bart's. And then that's it in this box. And then over here I placed another Sephora order the day after this one was placed because they had this for 50% off. Y'all know how I feel about Peach Skin by Fleur. This is the big bottle. They had it on sale for $20. My original one is almost done, but not quite all the way done. So I was like, girl, I'm gonna need that. And then I just recently bought another one. Let me show you. This one was on sale like maybe a month or so ago. This is the small travel size one, and this one's on sale for $12. So, and like I said, I have a full size right now in my closet, my original one. So just goes to show I keep this in like one of my cosmetic pouches. So I was like, let me have this as a backup for when my big one goes away, because I love this stuff. Like I tell you all the time, I'm wearing Fleur Peach Skin. And then the only other things in here are samples: a Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I picked this up because it was on there as a sample, and I added the large bottle to my cart for the next Sephora sale. It's supposed to start in the next couple of weeks because the way that all y'all love Bougie Marshmallow, I was like, let me just get a bottle at this point. And then also another sample, which is the clean, what is this? Brilliant Peony. So let's see what she gives. I'm trying to go for like some spring, summer fragrance vibes, if you will. So that is what was in all of those packages, girl. And something tells me that they missed a perk, but I'm gonna check my orders and see what happened. That's all. This thing, I still have one left over from yesterday because of course you get BOGO. Y'all, do you see how moist this is? This is a day later. And if you're not somebody who likes bananas, like if you're someone who likes banana pudding without a lot of bananas in it, like almost no bananas, you're gonna love this. because it's not overwhelming with banana flavor. It's like just enough banana flavor. It's like banana, like a little bit in the icing, but it's not overwhelming whatsoever. So that's why I love her so much. And I think they still gonna have this until like April. So if you want to pick one up, you still got time, girl. I'm sorry to be tempting y'all, but it's that good. This is your friendly reminder to swap out your SOGs. Like, why do we have multiple SOGs when we always forget to swap them out and we just use the same ones over and over again? This combo has went triple platinum here at this location, so I'm going to be switching out from this. I think everybody has this. A lot of people have this, and it's a good piece to have. I absolutely love it, but I have been married to it. And you know what I must say while I'm looking at this is really good condition, because the way that I have used this a lot since I've gotten it, probably like 5 years ago, it is in excellent condition. Like, and you know that's saying a lot for Louis Vuitton, because typically this stuff will be cracking on the side. None of that's happening. So shout out to them for having a good quality piece. You can't say that as often as we used to be able to say that with Louis Vuitton. If you know, you know. So we're going to switch out from this combo, this card holder inside of this Goyard pouch, to the Saint Laurent chevron taupe and silver one, and we'll put it inside of this navy blue Goyard pouch. So, oh, we got some coins in there too, girl. Yeah, we're gonna need to spend that today, but swap them out, girl. Why we got these pieces if we're not using? Hey, you guys, so it is Saturday, so just checking in with y'all real quick, because you already know what we're about to go and do. And that is, of course, run some errands. Number one thing I gotta do is, can you guess? Go to Bath & Body Works. Now, here's the thing. They refreshed the coupons on the app, so I need to take advantage. Not to mention, your girl don't have no candles. Could you have guessed that too? Possibly, yes. So I'm going, and they also have, like I said, they refreshed the coupon, so I'm gonna need that. And of course, they got a free thing on there too, so we need to go pick that up. We're going to get something to eat, girl. I need to go to, I just got errands. I got things to do. Of course, I'm bringing you guys with, but guess where I don't have to go? Costco. So anyway, let me show you guys what I am wearing, because I need to get up out of here, girl. It's almost 2 o'clock. So once again, we're not going to be complaining about the traffic today, because we should have been gone 4 hours ago. Yes, but no, we were on the phone and we were running our mouths to our bestie. So yeah, we have no one else to blame. Anyway, so I am wearing, y'all, I was just telling y'all how I don't like red and I don't wear red, and I have on a jersey. Yes, a jersey of all things. Girl, there are so many things going on that we're trying new things. We're trying new things, but I've been having this jersey. I went through like a moment where like for like 2 weeks, I was like ordering jerseys from like Fashion Nova and Shein and stuff like that. So anyway, this is my first time wearing this one. This one is from Fashion Nova. It's just a black see-through jersey. I have one, of course, leggings. I still am feeling and loving, and I've been obsessed with these Samba Janes. Love, love, love them. You already know her. What else? That's it. Regular jewelry. Fragrance of the day is actually Angel Share. So I mixed Angel Share with Inner Angel, Bath & Body Works. And also, what else did I put on? Caramel Skin Girl. It's always got to be some type of Fleur body fragrance. I love that. I actually sprayed it in a little bit in my hair. So we're still getting used to the hair. So and thank y'all for those of y'all who said y'all like it. But yeah, so we're still getting used to her, and she's just doing whatever she wants to do. With that being said, girl, let's go hit these streets, because your girl kind of hungry. This is very random, but I've been craving a pork chop sandwich. And I ain't got no pork chops, and I wouldn't even go buy any, because, girl, it's not like you're gonna eat a pack of pork chops. So the better solution is to come to K&K, my friends. If you know, you know. I love that they didn't upgrade it. This is K&K on Bankhead. If you know, you know. They got everything. They even have pig feet, girl. Anything you can think of. They got spaghetti, pig feet. They got smothered pork chops. Low key, I want me a whole meal, but I know I'm gonna go eat somewhere else. Yeah, that dressing looks so good. Oh my god. These are all the sides. That meatloaf looks so good. With the pork chop sandwich. And there she is in her glory. A good old pork chop sandwich on wheat bread. It's all I wanted and all I needed. You see that? Ow! Also, for my New York, New Jersey, what is it, tri-state baddies, y'all know about juicy patties. We are getting one in Atlanta on Bankhead, right across the street from the place that I just showed y'all, right here by the furniture place, right here by the gas station, the Shell, all of that. We're getting a juicy patties. So they are known for their beef patties, and I think they have Jamaican food overall, but I know that they're known for their beef patties. So I can't wait. This is where the churches used to be, and I'll be one of the first people to be pulling up. Juicy patties on Bankhead. Oh, we need that. So instead of deciding to go to the other places that I had on my mind, I had a craving for the pancakes that I always get from Suprika, but I had those a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago. And then I wanted crab cakes from Maggiano's, but if you know, you know. Village Tavern, I only come here for one reason, and one reason only. That reason is the butter cake. Thank you. So normally we start with the espresso martini, but today we're gonna go with a lemon drop martini. It looks really pretty. Yep, just here, of course, solo dolo. Let's try the lemon drop martini. It's actually delicious. I taste a little salt on the rim, but so good. This is good, but it tastes like, he said, "Do you want a sugar rim?" And I said, "Yeah," but it tastes like it's a salt rim, and I hate salt. I would hate to ask him to pour this in another glass, but oh. Here she is in all of her glory. You've seen her a million times, but every time, for me, it's like I've seen her for the first time. She's beautiful. Have you seen a butter cake prettier than her? No, you have not. I'm about to eat every drop. This makes no sense, but guess what? I came, I saw, I conquered. You already know where I am when I'm on this escalator. Y'all, it is so hot outside. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. It is a full-on summer day out here today. I ain't even, ooh. I'm so ready to go home. They have Rent the Runway. I ain't even going in there, child. No, thank you. There's some new vendors out here. Royal Libations. It's a cute little two-piece slip dress. Oh, child. It is too warm. I'm coming for one store and one store only. Bath and Body Works. They have some new, what is it, from their Dupe collection? I didn't even know that. I need to look it up online and see what they're duping, but yeah. These are the ones I wanted to check out, these new ones. In particular, Spring Apple. When I saw this online, I was like, ooh, let's smell her. And they also have Sweet Tea and Lemonade, which I feel like that's going to smell like that London one that I used to love. So I might pick that up. And then Homemade Sourdough. Not too sure about that, but I guess we'll smell all of them. So let's smell. No music's playing, so I think the coast is clear. Start with Spring Apple. she's really soft. Let's see what this sweet tea and lemonade is giving. I knew this was gonna smell just like that London one. We'll grab her for sure. And then homemade sourdough. She's the last one. Not too. I don't hate it. It smells sweet. I thought it was gonna smell like just regular baked bread, but it smells kind of sweet. But I don't want her. So a couple more. So we have pistachio milk and honey. See what she's giving, girls. She's subtle. I don't love her. And let's also try Moonlit Goddess. This has to be lit. Smells like perfume. Designer perfume, y'all. This hair and this frizziness is sending me up through there. There was one more from the new line. Clotheslines Breeze. Clotheslines Breeze. Smell her. Something tells me she's gonna smell like Laundry Day or... These are so light. Like all of these are so light. This one, the homemade sourdough, the sweet tea and lemonade, and the spring apple. Like, I don't know. I mean, it smells good, but it's so light. Like I need something. I want to smell you throughout the entire place. I look like I could be in that ad today with this red, black, and white on. If I had the energy, I would go on this little Rent the Runway situation, but I'm ready to go home. Oh, you gotta have a freaking membership, $49 a year to cut the line. Where they do that at? Let's see what the promenade is looking like today. Got some cakes. This is what the promenade is giving today. Kids with their bubbles. Y'all, when I tell you it's too hot to be outside, I'm trying to get home as soon as possible. Like, I understand that the heat is coming, but I'm not ready for the heat right now. Like, there's no reason why it should be 90 degrees. 90 degrees in March. Like, this is, it's getting very much multiple 100-degree days this summer, and I am not ready. No, ma'am. So this is what I picked up at the Bath & Body Works sale today. This is my free item. I just got this hand cream, the Cocoa and Shea. This is my first time having this particular one. So excited about that. Also got pretty much all springish candles. Hold on. So all spring candles. So I did pick up the spring apple one. I think I'm about to burn her right now. So we got spring apple. Also picked up another one from that same line. So I did pick up the sweet tea and lemonade. Super excited about that because I used to love that London tea and lemon one, and they don't make that anymore. So pretty much the same one. This one is Book Loft. I felt like this smelled really good. And I guess it's crisp bergamot, woods, and a warm blanket. That's what it is. That what a warm blanket smells like, Bath & Body Works? And then, of course, one of the girlies, one of the staples, Lakeside Morning. Just absolutely love her. And she is always, she's good year-round, but especially in the spring, summer. So those are my little pickups for today. Hey, y'all. Hey. So just coming to end off the vlog, y'all. When I tell you it is so hot. I know y'all heard me say that several times when I was outside of these streets. It is letting me know that this summer it is going to be a scorcher grill, and I am not prepared. I don't know how y'all weather was today where you are. Comment down below, let me know. Was it as hot where you are? Because I think it's just unseasonably warm everywhere. Yeah, so let me know, where are you and what was your temperature on Saturday, because I would love to know, is it just, you know, an Atlanta anomaly, or is this going on everywhere? But oh, y'all, by the way, before I leave, I was just looking at TikTok, and I saw I've been seeing for the past couple of days that allegedly Justin Bieber and Usher got into, I don't want to say a fight, but there was some sort of melee at Beyonce and Jay-Z's Gold Party, the after party for the Oscars the other day. They said that Usher basically, well, they were all at the party, obviously. And they said that Usher essentially like he what you call it? What would they call it? He basically rolled up on Justin Bieber and like checked him and pressed him, girl. Like, so I would love to know what that was about. Something, when I hear those two names together collectively, Justin Bieber as well as Usher, it makes me think of Puff Daddy, of Diddy, for some, well, not for, I was gonna say for some reason, but of course when Usher discovered Justin Bieber, he took him to Diddy, similar to Diddy. I forgot who took Usher to Diddy back in the day, but basically the same sort of, like, I guess, initiation. Not saying anything, you know, allegedly was, you know, inappropriate, but it definitely, from what, actually the Usher stuff was inappropriate because they described how he was hanging out with older women, and he grew up too fast because he was in the company of Puff. So I would love to know what happened, and hopefully, I know there ain't gonna be no footage because it's Jay-Z and Beyonce's party. So I saw somebody post a picture of Beyonce looking like befuddled. So I don't know if that was from the party, and if so, how did they get that picture? Because I know that they make people probably like check their phones at the door. So I don't even know how we even found out about this, because somebody that came to the party, maybe it's one of those Kardashians, must have snitched to TMZ. But anyway, I'm sure more stuff is going to come out about that, but I found that very interesting. Did y'all hear about this? And if so, what are your thoughts? But anyway, girl, I am so tired, again, from being outside in the heat all day. So if you made it to the end of the vlog, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, of course. And I will see you guys and dolls in the next vlog.